need to, man, because you tell me the ninjas in the deep hood ain't gonna do that for
Looks like we got us another hit.
a fucking dollar.
This
Dictator.
this headline, it says funeral home owner gets 20 years for selling body parts and faking ashes. A Colorado woman was sentenced to 20 years in federal prison for cutting up more than 550 corpses and selling body parts through her funeral home business without the consent of the dead individual's loved ones. She was charged with mail fraud, however, under a plea agreement that dropped all other charges. Megan Hess operated Sunset Mesa Funeral Home in Montrose, Colorado, with her mother, Shirley Koch. The latter was sentenced to 15 years for helping her daughter chop up the body parts under the charge of mail fraud as well. Both women pled guilty in 2022 to the illegal activity. According to court records, both women defrauded families who requested to have their deceased relatives cremated. Instead, the pair would collect parts of the dead body and sell them for items like surgical training as well as educational purposes. One family member said that she learned from investigators that her father's dead body was sold to a museum overseas, as well as that ashes given to her were not her father's ashes. Obviously, in the recent sentencing appearance, Koch expressed remorse and took responsibility
Cox.
for her actions. Hess reportedly declined to address the court. Oh man, that's a crazy ass story right there. What do you think? That's crazy.
It is a horrible, horrible thing that these body parts were sold to people that use them for education and knowledge and stuff like that. This is hard for me to say. It really is bad that they did that.
And in a lot of
Despite
cases,
they did well, they did it for the money. They did it for the money.
but I ain't gonna lie. In a lot of cases, the universities be having stuff that they shouldn't have, that they use for educational purposes.
And they got to save money too. I mean, when 90% of the entire friggin' budget goes to the football team, there's not much room for the medical department, you know?
I don't feel sorry for these universities. Maybe the high schools and middle schools.
I don't know many middle schools that are going to need cadaver parts for class.
Yeah. I don't know. They might use it for a skeleton.
Well, no, they were saying chopping off parts. They weren't talking. They didn't say anything about whole bodies. They were saying parts.